The picture-perfect Menendez family. By all accounts, living the American dream. A beautiful mansion in Beverly Hills, fancy cars, designer clothes, and then their American dream turned into a nightmare. The Menendez brothers have become a hot topic as of late, I guess partly due to the new Netflix series that came out on them. This is an old case. I believe it's over 30 years old. And it's interesting why it is such a sensational topic right now. Because it's a hot topic, because it's on a lot of people's minds, and because I spent the vast majority of my life incarcerated, people have been asking me to do this video. People have been asking me to speak on this. And so here I am giving my 2 cents. The Menendez brothers seemingly lived a great life, a materialistic life, of course. They were, they came from wealth. And then next thing you know, their parents are murdered, brutally attacked in their sleep. The Menendez brothers are charged with it. This series comes out on Netflix, and we hear of the sexual allegations, and that was the motivation for the crime that was committed. And now we have a situation where we have Mark Garagos, a celebrity attorney, filing a habeas corpus on the behalf of the Menendez brothers. We have Kim Kardashian and Rosie O'Donnell saying that something needs to be done. We have a district attorney in Los Angeles who is different, who many believe is soft on crime. And this case is getting attention, and there are a lot of people assuming that the Menendez brothers are going to get out. We have a lot of people, a coalition of the Menendez family, that are saying that because of the abuse, the Menendez brothers should get a rehearing, a resentencing, and be released from prison. I don't know what people assume that I will have to say on this topic because I'm an ex-convict, because I was a gang member, because I was convicted of murder. But the reality is, those of you that have been watching my channel for a long time know I am all about personal accountability, personal responsibility. That said, the allegations that the Menendez brothers made against their father, and now we have somebody from the group Menudo that the father somehow, I don't know if he managed them, I don't know what part he played, but he's saying that he too was abused. I kind of have no doubt that the father was abusing kids whenever and wherever he could. I have no doubt about that. And it seems as though allegedly the mother was aware and allowed things to happen in order to maintain the lifestyle that she was living. And what we have there is an example of horrible, horrible parents and disgusting people. And I hate to speak ill of the dead, but if these allegations are true, then those are truly monsters. To be able to do this to their own children. And allegedly, the father was doing it to other people's children. The problem is, legally, there are definitions. There are legal definitions which crimes fall under. And we are in an era right now where people want to blur certain lines in society that would have never been blurred in the past. People are saying that now there's a greater understanding of PTSD. I suffer from PTSD. I get PTSD. I understand, right? But people want. I want to make sure that this is understood. We don't want a case to set precedent for other people to get an idea of someone in their life that they want to cause harm to and set it up by writing someone, a friend of theirs, sending them a text or sending them a video and saying, you know, this person did these horrible things to me and I don't know how to live my life with the knowledge that this person did this to me, this and this, whatever the case may be. And then a year later, this person that's alleging that they're a victim of a crime commits the ultimate crime against the person that we're talking about. How do we know that's true? I am not saying that what happened in the Menendez family did not happen. Whatever's being alleged, I'm not saying that it did not happen. I'm saying the allegations of abuse should have never been left out during the trial. They should have never been suppressed. They should have been part of the trial. And this is where the sticky situation is, where do we go back now and say, you know what, allow that in, knowing this documentary just got out or just came out, or this docu-series, whatever you want to call it, and that there is probably no jury in LA County that will not be impacted by it? And this is a double-edged sword. I know that what I'm speaking on is a double-edged sword. But I want to give an example of something. So in my case, my victims came to us, told the police after the fact that they went there to harm us. And my attorney, on one of the very first visits I had with them, we hired the best attorney for murder cases in the area. He told me on one of the very first meetings I had with them, he said, had you walked up to him as soon as they approached you guys, had you just shot him in the face and killed him, I would have easily been able to get you a manslaughter. But the fact that he turned around and took off running and you shot him in the back of the head, that's what makes a murder. When you have a man that walks in on his wife cheating and he kills the man making love to his wife, that is a crime of passion. That's a crime in the heat of passion. When someone is being abused and attacks their attacker and there's a death as a result, that is a crime of passion. When you have an incident or multiple incidents that occur apparently over a decade, and the victim is an adult and has the ability to remove themselves from that home and that environment and no longer be under that roof, but for whatever reason chooses to be there, and they decide to do something, that's where it becomes a premeditated murder. That's where it becomes murder, period. There's plotting, there's planning, I'm going to go out and I'm going to get the weapons. I'm going to wait until they're asleep. That's where the line is right there. Had one of the sons or both of the sons in a fit of rage after an assault done this thing, they probably would have beat the case at the time. But the fact that so much time had gone by and now you're both adults with money and the means to leave the home and you choose not to. One of you chose to stick around. And then you have where allegedly the father said he was going to cut the kids out of the will, or cut his sons out of the will, and boom, this thing happens. I don't know their motivations. I don't know at the end of the day what was in their hearts when they did what they did. But the fact that both parents' lives were taken, that's what tends to have some people believe if you would have just attacked the father and left your mother alive, you would have never saw a penny of the money that the family had. In no way am I okay with the allegations against the father. I believe the allegations to be true because his sons both say it, and the guy from Menudo says it. But if I'm looking at the law itself, and if case law is created where someone else can create a scenario out of thin air and then take someone's life and then beat it by citing the Menendez case, if it goes that route and there's case law created, that could be devastating to society. And so for the Menendez brothers, it's one of those things where they're kind of caught in a rock and a hard place. I believe they're going to get a new hearing. I believe they're going to probably get out. I believe the district attorney of Los Angeles is going to take the steps to give these individuals a second opportunity at life. I just hope there's a way that this can be done where it doesn't set case law in motion that can become detrimental to people's lives. I know this isn't the video that a lot of people wanted to hear. A lot of people are surprised that somebody with my background isn't going to blame the police and the DA and the system. Is the system truly fair? No, it isn't. If you have money, you can a lot of times beat a case. So I don't see it solely as being unfair based on race. I believe it's unfair based on economics. But what I tell people all the time is this: the system cannot F you over if you don't break a law. You can't break a law, make a decision to break a law, and then cry about the justice system when you knew what you were doing when you went that route. I'm going to go ahead and keep this short. Hopefully you guys found this interesting. If you did, let me know. If there's other cases, other stuff like this you would like me to do, just let me know. Leave it in the comment section and I'll look into it. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out of here.